All right, what's going on? Ragni here, and as you can see, my guest tonight, a long-time friend. I guess we can tell everybody how long because
When did you start St. Alice?
kindergarten.
As a first grader?
Kindergarten.
Wow. I would say probably around, I went there in 1976, about 44 years.
44 years, yeah.
Oh, really? Probably, since first grade.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's been a long time. And as a matter of fact, I got a couple funny stories about that. Let me do this. I got to do a live read real quick. Let me pay my bills here. All the musical artists out there tuning in, artists of all genres, doesn't matter, pop, rock, metal, blues, country. If you're looking for a professional mix of your do-it-yourself recordings, if you're budget-minded, you got professional mixes and you want them done by Billboard recording artists, platinum selling producers at the Sound Foundation in Dallas, Texas, are the people for you. You might know the band Drowning Pool. You got CJ from Drowning Pool and Norman Matthew from the band As Strange as Angels. They own and run the place. So they are going to help you out, and they take care of you with every project and every goal and every budget to work with. Contact them now, soundfoundationdallas.com. Go there. You can go to the Songwriting, Production, Recording Services tab. Click on that, get more information. And also they do consulting of musical careers and everything else. So soundfoundationdallas.com. Look them up, check them out, and go to them. They'll take care of you. So there you go. All right. Jamie, 44 years. So here's a couple funny things. I'm going to go back in time and see if you remember these. Do you remember you had a yellow Yamaha bicycle, and you traded me that bicycle for an Entenmann's chocolate donut?
Wait, dude, that was one of my favorite bikes. I don't know who I got. I think I got it off my neighbor, Kenny.
Joey.
And it had who? Oh, Heinberg. Heinberg.
Yeah.
And I got wait, it had like triple shocks. It was the coolest fucking bike.
Yeah.
So wait, I traded it to you for a donut?
An Entenmann's chocolate donut.
Why?
Well, I found out why after I got it from you. Because the cranks wouldn't pedal right, and I kept trying to change the cranks because they kept banging against the bar back, and the bike never worked right.
So I made out on the deal.
You absolutely. I lost a donut.
So in true Philly fashion, I fucked. Wait a minute. What grade was that? That was one of my favorite bikes. I used to have you used to be able to stand on it and do some BMX shit off of it.
Yeah, I remember when Joey had it and then he gave it to you, traded it to you or whatever. I was like so upset and jealous because that was the coolest bike. And then when you offered to me, I was like, oh my God, yes. And then I was like, shit, I can never get it working right.
I got a donut out of it. Wow, that's hilarious. I love Entenmann's.
But another thing, like a couple of quick memories I have of you and you know the whole St. Alice days. A thing that I always think of is it might have been first or second grade. It was your birthday party, and at your house, and my grandfather was driving me to the party, and we couldn't find your house, and he kept getting lost. And we finally figured out because the entrance was on this side. It wasn't actually on, what was it, Fairfield Road or whatever. It was like on the side, and we couldn't find the house number. And I ended up showing up to the party at the very end of the party.
What grade was that? First?
It might have been first grade.
I had a back door that went on my driveway, and that was on Winfield. And then had the other one on Fairfield. It was all very confusing. Our house was on the corner.
Yeah.
And it was that part of the neighborhood. But yeah, that's all. I do kind of remember you coming late. I do remember that. Damn, but you got some memories here.
It's funny. I also remember us one night, you know, in the crowd on a Friday or Saturday night. And we probably went to the Cook's. Remember, we would go to Cook's and get quarts of beer. And Yeah, and then we walked around the street. I remember one night, we were probably 13, because Rebel Yell was out, and it was like your favorite song, and we're walking up and down like Richfield Road and Maypole Road singing Rebel Yell.
Yeah, dude, I love Billy Idol, man. That was the shit. So yeah, I definitely remember going. That was like a place that was able to serve us. Who got served in our crew?
Remember that? Well,
you?
We would find people who would go in. We would like buy them a quart of beer, and they would come out and would have quarts of beer for us.
Isn't that funny? I wonder if you could do that today.
Right? Like, who would have thought that?
Probably get a felony.
Probably, yeah. It's crazy. So, another couple of things I got to throw out there. Well, one first thing, my co-host, who's not on right now, my co-host Nick, he just told me to throw out there to you. Him and his family are big fans of you from the Cleveland show, and you have made the word homelessness a catchphrase in their house.
Homelessness. That's what Federline said. The homelessness. Wow, man. Tell him I say what's up. Tell him I say thank you.
Yeah, man. So, dude, like with this whole pandemic thing, how crazy has it been for you out there? I mean, I shaved.
What was the last part?
You haven't shaved.
Yeah, I mean, like I was supposed to start this movie in April 3rd in Vegas. And so the character kind of looks like this, and I'm letting my hair grow, and so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep it because I believe that this movie's gonna happen. And then they said it's gonna start in May, so then I kept it. Then they said it was gonna start in June, so I kept it. Now it's supposed to be July, so I'm kind of in denial. It's like an NHL playoff, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going until we win, or we get eliminated. So that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, it's a little. People think I joined Duck Dynasty, but But I mean, shit, dude. It's. I've been productive. I mean, I've been getting a lot of shit done. I normally don't do. I'm never at home. I'm always on the road. You see me on there, or somewhere, and It's in a way been a good time to get productive. And the last 2 weeks have been very intense, with all of the racial injustice, and it's been an intense time in our country. So for that, I've been trying to go out, go to a couple protests, and but also stay social distancing. So that's been good. I mean, once we got through that 1 week, that was a little, it was a little intense. But LA was, there was a couple fires and stuff, but nothing too crazy. And then now it's pretty peaceful again, and people are out there protest every day, and it's been good.
It's pretty crazy. Like I just told you before we went live. Like, I'm down here in Nashville, and there's been a couple protests here in the last week. Like, there was one the other night over 10,000 people, and no problems, no issues. But rewind to a week ago, and they were trying to burn the courthouse down. And I don't know if you saw back in our old hood of Upper Darby, 69th Street, they completely looted. I mean, the National Guard was there, and it was crazy.
The 69th Street I saw all the tanks and shit, because all those tanks were in front of Gimbals.
Yeah.
And then I had a bunch of tanks down here in Sunset, and I posted my old neighborhood, my new neighborhood. So I thought that was kind of interesting. But I mean, dude, let's be real. 69th Street would get looted without that. I mean, 69th Street was always a little, hardcore. So, but I'm glad to see everybody's doing better. I mean, look, man, we had to go through that, and now, there's a lot to change. But as you know, it's an intense time. But I don't know if you saw pictures from the protests on Sunday in Hollywood Boulevard, but that was huge and very peaceful. So it was I don't know, 100,000 people, maybe more.
Holy crap! That's awesome.
Yeah.
Were you tempted at any time to come out as B-Rad and be like, come on, people, don't be hating?
It's dicey, dude. I was thinking B-Rad I was thinking about going to Malibu and maybe getting into B-Rad and telling people, trying to be inspirational. But I don't know. People are so mad right now. I have to figure it out. But I thought then I had to shave my beard, so I can't do that yet. But we all need a little B-Rad at the moment. B-Rad could help.
Absolutely. Now, how do you think this is going to be in the comedy world? Do you think people are going to touch these topics at all? I mean, I'm sure the pandemic, yes, but you think people?
Oh, definitely. people are gonna touch it. That's what I'm saying. It's like right now I'm not really posting. I had a special come out. I got a couple of Zoom shows I'm doing, and it's like I don't want to be insensitive. You know, I want to be there for the cause. And my last 4 or 5 posts have been trying to learn about this and educate myself and listen to other, you know, Black friends of mine and kind of put out their message, you know. But, you know, I don't know when it's right to post, but I think it's getting a little, you know, I can post a little stuff that's, you know, not about these issues now. I'm not sure, but you know, you want to do it when the time is right. But definitely, people are going to talk about it in comedy for sure. That's what comedy has to do, man. We have to hit it head on. But again, it's not really. You know, Black people tell me, you know, they need white people to be an ally. So it's like I'm just trying to listen and do what they say. It's not for us because you and I are, you know, we're white dudes and we're privileged. So it's not for us to say this is what has to happen. We have to listen to them and then take the cues from them.
Right. Now, how about you mentioned that doing some Zoom things. A lot of the musical people I interview, they're doing a lot of like these Facebook live streams. They're doing streams like we're doing now. Are you going to start doing any comedy like streams like that as well? Is that what you're saying? Or?
Yeah, I got one on Thursday at Flappers, the comedy club here in Burbank. I'm doing it with them, and then Saturday I'm doing New York Comedy Club, and I'm doing one with them. So people can go to those clubs and find it, and they'll see me there. And I've done a lot of them, man. People want to see comedy. You know, I wasn't doing them for a little while, and then I just started, and you know, I got my whole setup. Like that's my whole club right there. I plug it in. Bam, you know, I put the virtual background on, and people really want to do it, you know.
Now, how do you think that's going to be? Because you know, a lot of times you look for that crowd reaction. I don't know if you see like they're doing it with wrestling now, like with no crowd, and the whole world of wrestling it relies on that crowd energy, the pops and everything. How do you think it's going to be doing comedy?
Let me see. Let me get a better background. I think that, you know, look, it's like, there it is. I mean, look, it's like, it's weirder, but, you know, you got people out there that turn on the Zoom so you can hear the laughs. It's pretty much like you say something and then you wait and then a laugh comes.
Right.
And then you wait. So it's a little different in terms of technology, but it's not the same. But I mean, I'm not rushing to get into a club right now, and I don't know if people are rushing to go out. You know, I mean, the world's pivot, and there's a lot more important things going on in comedy. You know, but people do seem to want it. But I mean, we're like at 6 of this, like 8 things of the apocalypse here, dude. You and I know that we're ultimately. Right.
The weird thing is here, this weekend, as a matter of fact, Zany's here in Nashville. Adam Carolla is there. It's the first weekend they're back open.
Well, yeah, I mean, I bet they sold out too. I mean, that's one of the greatest clubs. And Adam, you know, I would like to know how many people were there. Are they're going full capacity? I think clubs are going a little less capacity.
Yeah, less capacity probably.
But I mean, you know. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely clubs opening up. I heard them, Texas, Florida, but I'm just taking my time.
Yeah, I hear you. Like, I still like, I'm scared. Like, I'll do the supermarket, and that's like about it. Like, I don't even want to go to restaurants yet, and just chilling. No rush.
No, I mean, you know, it's really hot out here, so I do believe that vitamin D, they say, helps. And, but I mean, people are out here pretty close, but there's still a lot of distancing going on. Some places are open here, some aren't, but I think, you know, we got to get a better handle. But I mean, who knows? We'll see in the next couple of weeks, right? If things start popping off because of all the rallies and if people got sicker. But right. I mean, obviously it's a good cause to go out in March. You just want to be safe too.
Absolutely. So you recently turned 50 years old. How should that? Like it's like, did you think the same thing? Like as we were growing up, like you thought a person 50 years old was like so old, and now like that we're there, it's like nah, it's pretty young.
Yeah, dude, it doesn't really. I mean, that picture was genius that you posted. Genius. And it's like all the shit I've done in my career, you know, and and you fucked around with Hollywood between people that you know and the shows you've done and wrestling and music and all that stuff.
Right.
So you know, but it's like, it's funny, even if I don't talk to you for 8 years, we could still catch up pretty easily because you know me from my core. You know what I mean? I may not talk to you at every Christmas or something, but you know me, and I'm like, oh, what's up, babe? Because we had a unique experience, a unique thing growing up, and our place was different, and you know, we're like that, you know, our energies. And I don't feel old. I mean, I don't, if I shave this beard, I look younger. I'm still horny as hell. I'm not like, you know, I still like work out. I still feel strong. I still play basketball. I still play golf. Like I don't feel really any aches. And I'm like, I haven't drank in almost 2 years, not because I'm sober, just because, because I was trying to be, because I was getting bloated. And so I will say I would wake up and I felt like somebody punched me in the neck. Or that was terrible. I mean, like it punched me in the face, punched me in the body, punched me everywhere. Like I just felt terrible. And I just like after 2 beers, so I do feel that age really fucking beer and booze was a little harder for me when I was waking up. So I stopped, but I'm not going to drink again. But I'll do a little. See, dude, 3 of those things, bro, and I would get tired. But I take a little CBD now and then, a little THC, put it in a tea. Yeah, and I'll be good. But other than that, I mean, like, does 50 feel like 50? No, and I'm not like wearing pleated Docker pants because I think what we saw was like older. You know what I mean? But it wasn't. You know what it was.
It's funny when I posted that picture of us the other day. A person commented on Instagram, and they said that you love them, and I'm going to see if you actually know them. They were on the Gordon Ramsay show, Kitchen Nightmares. Sammy and Amy, they had the place out in Arizona, Amy's Baking Company.
Amy's what?
Amy's Baking Company.
Sounds familiar.
They were on Kitchen
Nightmares. What did they say?
Amy answered. She said, "Oh, Jamie knows us. He loves us."
I probably do. I meet a lot of people, but I probably do, you know. Where's my birthday card, Amy? I mean, I don't know. Probably do. I meet a lot of people.
Oh, man. See, the one thing, I don't know about you is, like, the whole thing, like, when you actually moved to LA, like, I had no idea about that until, like, you started popping up in movies.
Well, did you hear anything about me or what? I mean, you didn't know what everybody else was doing, right?
I had no, like, because we went kind of our separate ways. Once, you went to Bonner, I went to Upper Darby, and we kind of parted ways. And, then you went to LA, and I was doing the wrestling thing. So I didn't in touch with you through high school years and all that. And then, all of a sudden they're like, "Oh yeah, Jamie's out in LA." I'm like, "What?" Like, and then you're popping up in movies. I'm like, "Get the frick out of here!" Like, how long was like that in your head to go out there?
I'd probably say since I was about sophomore year, I had no idea, but like when we started visiting our guidance counselors and stuff like that, and I was like, I don't want to go to college, dude. I hated school. You hated school, especially we were always fucking beaten down in school, and I was like, I don't want to go to college. I don't want to go to DCC. I don't want to go to Kutztown. I don't want to try to go to Temple. I had no interest in it. And then when I was out of high school, I was working at Domino's, and Steve Graham's mom knew I was like interested in acting, but I had no idea. And she was like, "Oh, that's when Dead Poets Society was shooting in Delaware."
Yeah.
And she says, "I'll take you to set. You can meet somebody, and if they like you, you can be background." And then I did, and I got picked, and I was like, and then it was off to the races. Once I did that, I was like, "This is what I got to do." So I thought about it since I was about 15, but I had no idea what it was. And then when I was 18, I was like, "Okay, this is." So I was gonna like try it for a year, see how I felt, and then once I got there, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a long time. Then I was like another year, and then I just kept going. And it's just like I just love LA. I love because it's different than Philly. Philly's gotten a lot better. You know, since I've been going back, I really love it and appreciate it. But growing up there it was tough at times. I mean, you know, first of all, we're part of the Catholic Church, which is, you know, it's a problem, man. I'm sorry, it's not good. And we were always
boys.
yeah, we were altar boys. You know, I don't know what you want to reveal, but I wasn't ever even diddled. You know, like I wasn't cute. Like I wasn't cute.
When that stuff started breaking out, like I had to sit back and think, like, did anything actually happen? Like, you know?
Well, bro, I started thinking like, I was thinking like who had, you know, you have to think about who did, but like I remember like a couple priests like would put their hands on me or, you know, keep it on my shoulder a while or keep it on the small of your back, but nothing ever happened over here.
Yeah. Nah.
And I don't think with you, and I haven't really heard of too many people, but then you do hear shit. So I'd have to interview everybody. But I mean, yeah, we were altar boys. And, you know, we were lucky. Who knows, right? I don't know what our parish had. But Philly in general is like, no, fuck you. You ain't going to work. It's very no-centric.
Yeah.
You know, LA was like pretty much like, oh, you feel like a freak. I love you. And like, you know, if you could like roller skate or wrestle or be funny or, you know, skateboard or BMX or whatever, people thought it's cool. So that's why I loved LA, because stuff that we liked, that made, you know, you made fun of in Philly, LA accepted it. But now Philly is much more open-minded, you know, so.
Is there a secret Philly club out there for all the Philly people that have become actors or whatever? You guys like get together and watch Eagles games on Sunday?
Actually, there is. I don't do it enough, but Craig Shoemaker, who's a comedian, he has a group with Ryan Reynolds and him hang out a lot, and I believe Will Smith's cousin. I met him one time at the Lakers game. He was there, and a couple other Philly heads I didn't know. But like, you know, I'll see Bob Saget sometimes, but he's a Philly head too. But it's more just because of comedy. But there's definitely Philly heads that hang out for sure.
Yeah, it's funny. I saw a picture of you recently with Craig Schumacher with Tony Luke Jr.
Dude, I just had a steak. I'm gonna post it tonight. Tony Luke sent me a shitload of steaks, dude, and they're fucking amazing. Amazing. Dry ice and all.
His roast pork, dude. You got to get his roast pork with sharp provolone. Trust me.
Hey, hit that Pax, baby. Pull another hit off that Pax.
Sharp provolone with some broccoli raw. Yo, Tony, if you're watching, hook him up. Hook me up too now. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Come on, Tony. How many viewers we got, Bay? I don't see anybody in here.
Right now, I'm seeing 13.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, we're killing it. We'll kill it in the replay.
Oh, man. So, going back to St. Alice, the one thing, too, do you feel the same way about this? And I've talked to a lot of people back from the St. Alice days. It seems like the people we connected with in St. Alice and those friendships in St. Alice compared to other friendships in school and life, just there's a special bond with those people from St. Alice.
Yeah, it's true, man. Like when you came to my show at the Punchline like 2 years ago, like Patrice and Bridget and Tracy Bozzi came, and you know, and then Ronnie Miller. He's coming to my dad's funeral, and Don McKenna, and you know, there's people I still talk to like Danny and Don, you know, and Bobby, but like there's other people I may not see, but I'll still see like Patrice or Bridget will hit me up, and you know, I always see Donahue, you know, because he's in the business too. But it's like there was like a bond. St. Alice is its own thing, man. It's just like not like any other parish. I think that we were all wise asses. I think a lot of people in St. Alice were very funny, but I think there's a lot of people that lack direction. So it's like in St. Alice, I didn't realize how many people went to jail. And then there's people that became very successful. Then there's other people that have died.
Yeah.
And it's. I always thought it was a good life, but a weird life, and then I don't realize how crazy it was until I have gone out into the world and see it. But I mean, like everybody knew who we were. St. Cyril's was its own thing. St. Andrew's, St. Lawrence, St. Alice was like, what the fuck are those dudes about? And it was just a different thing. And even though all of our groups were different people, we still were cool with each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Good times and good memories, man. I'm very thankful for those days. Crazy.
I know, man. 69th Street is like, that's what it's like. I was telling somebody about it. It's like I grew up, Philly is much more diverse than I think a lot of places in a way. I think we grew up with, I think it's even more black than it is white, And I think
Yeah.
that even though our school was predominantly white, there was definitely black, kids in it. Not enough, but we definitely had definitely some. But we would always go to 69th Street, where I always felt it was more black people than white people. And then you had Italians, you had the Greeks, you had the Koreans. So we grew up with multi-ethnic people our whole life. Also, you would go down to Philly and you'd see, gay sections, Race Street. And, like when people talk about trans lives matters, I'm thinking we've known about that shit since we were 11 because it was huge in Philly. We would see them. 69th Street was like a great education for us. So this stuff that's happening now, it's like Philly was tense, but we all coexisted. So it is a little. We were part of this before, I think, because of our city.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, how about I saw a video of you the other day dropping off masks to a LAPD police department.
Yeah, I mean, here's what's crazy, dude. It's really interesting, and I'll be honest with you because you're my buddy. But like, see, I work with the cops. The cops are. The LAPD is cool to me. You know what I mean? Maybe it's because I'm me. I don't know what the fuck. But like, I've done benefits for them, LAPD. I've done comedy shows. I try to give back. That's Rampart Division. As you know, the Rampart is a very famous division. They've had some corruption, but they're also the gang unit. They've worked very intensely, and they've done a lot of good. And I know people say some stuff, but then recently, I did that before all the riots, and then because I saw a lot of cops not having masks, so I got these masks. I had this deal with this company, and they're like, you want to give these to police? And I was like, yeah, I definitely want to do that. And meanwhile, the cops pulled me over recently and gave me a ticket for no tags, and they all had masks. And I'm thinking like, yo, you fucking got those masks for me, and I still got my tag ticket. So, but I mean, like, that's the thing. It's like, people are out there. It was terrible. Police brutality and the corruption it's terrible. And it's awful. And it has to change. And the cameras are good, to catch bad. But like, there are a lot of good cops, but it's uncomfortable to say that. I'm like, I want to live in a world where, people are treated justly and not killed.
Yeah.
And also, I want to live in a world where we do have police because we need police. So it's dicey to say that. I don't know. I'll probably get hate on this, but can't we live in a world where it's both? Because you need cops. Obviously, you don't want to have terrible shit that has happened, and we've seen it happen before. But it's I don't know. Like I did something for the cops, and I do get along with some of the cops out here, and I think it's got to change with the community, but there are good cops, but I don't know if it's unpopular to say that.
Yeah, it's like I have a nephew, I have two nephews basically, who are one's an Upper Darby cop and one's a Millbourne cop, and I have other family members who are police, and there's good cops, there's bad cops. It's just like people. There's good people and bad people in any profession, no matter what. In entertainment, in wrestling, in music, there's good people and bad people. It's just So I don't know if this would be a good segue, but we could segue into you now in your new stand-up special, Stoopid Smart.
My special came out on Tubi, and it came out, and it's awesome. I mean, Tubi's this new platform. It's like Netflix with it's Netflix with commercials, and they're great. And there's a ton of movies that a lot of other platforms don't have, and they gave me the place to do it. So I'm really excited to be with
That's awesome. Now, the one thing is, why don't you why have you never filmed anything in Philly?
What happened? Go ahead. I think that I don't know. I've done a San Jose. I've done an Orange County. I did this one in Huntington Beach. I just do them. I mean, I've done a lot of shows there, like at Drexel and other places like that. But I don't know. I think this was like this one I did myself. I did it with a team, and there was a small production team, and we wanted to film it in a club that we knew, and we were all excited about it. And so I don't know. I should do something in Philly. I think that I'll have to do a bigger one there, but I haven't. I know I should.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was something where you just didn't want to have to constantly edit out all the like grade school or school and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people would fucking yell at me, you know. So they definitely would do that. So I would have to edit that out.
Yeah, that's funny. Now, when you're doing a special like this, like how long of a process is it? Like everything in like your jokes lined up, like how many is it like a year process of getting everything ready for the jokes that you're going to use for that special, or
couple years. I had it about three years. I filmed a special about a year ago, and I filmed it over a 3-year period. I mean, I didn't film it. I filmed it about a little more than a year ago, but I had the stuff for about 2.5, 3 years. And so it's just going on the road and getting stuff and working it out and putting it into a hunk and then making that hunk a theme and making that theme an hour. And, and then it was ready to go. I was probably ready to film it earlier than I did, but, I had to do it myself. So that's why, it took a little time.
now which like all the things you've done, like you touched on every pretty much aspect of entertainment, like whether it's stand up or acting in TV or movies. I see you now. You've been doing a lot of game shows, or you've written books, comedy writing, doing the Jamie Kennedy Experiment show, all different types of stuff. Like, where do you feel is your happy place to be? Like, what's just your most preferred thing?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I really love doing movies. I love being on set. I love, creating something like Malibu's and doing that, and then writing it, and then acting in it, and then putting it out, and then like being done. And I'm like, okay, that's like that good piece of work will stand over there. And then, but I also love doing specials, and like working it out, getting it tight, putting it out. Boom, no, that's done. I like to complete things. So I would definitely say acting in I don't know. I love them both. They're different animals. Acting is done. You get multiple takes. You can figure it out, craft your performance. Stand up is live. You never know what's going to happen. It could work really well. Sometimes it could go to shit, but it's exhilarating. So I like them both.
Nice. How about you've done music too? Any music on the horizon?
I mean, I do like comedy and rap, it's called crap. But I feel that I mean, I would like to do another one, but I'm not dying. I mean, I just turned 50, dude. But I mean, like you said, 50 is the new 38. You don't feel it. So I feel like we're all a little bit younger than our age or what we thought the age would be. So I don't know. Right now, I got another movie or two I'm trying to make, and then maybe another special, and then after that, I'll reevaluate. I'm trying to produce more, get that going. I like to do that too because it's, a lot of people come to me with ideas, and it's fun to try to get stuff made.
Right.
There's so many outlets now.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like between all the streaming services now, and I have a feeling like you're going to be doing these Zoom specials. That's going to be a whole nother world. I think with this whole pandemic, I think Zoom might be the company that is going to be the biggest profits after the pandemic.
Zoom is the way to go. I mean, it's a different experience, but it is a way. I've done more of these things like this and Zooms, and I think people want to have that. They want to be able to. This is what we got. This is how we're going to do it. You know, so it's like Zoom is a platform that's able us to connect. There's a lot of people that are alone, you know, so it's nice to be able to talk to people. So StreamYard, I mean, this is StreamYard. I've used this before, so I think a lot of these are going to pop off.
Absolutely, absolutely. So now, like, as the pandemic's starting to taper off, come to its close, and like we talked about this earlier, do you have any of your dates like set in stone yet? Or are you just still pushing them off, or?
I only have one date, and that's in Tampa in September. But other than that, I'm not dying to go out. I don't know. I'm talking to some people, but I'm a little paranoid about it. I don't know if people want to go out. I don't know what their financial situation is. You know, I don't. Do they feel weird? So I don't know. I'm not. Like I said, I'm trying to reevaluate everything, you know, and see where I feel and where I stand and stuff. But right now, I'm just taking it week by week and seeing, you know, and I don't know. I think things are going to change. You know, I don't think content's going to be the same, like you said. I think it's going to be a lot of streaming into it.
Yeah, it's going to be very different. The thing that I'm kind of scared of, like,
Ooh, I lost you.